red dot.
Whatever. I don't.
Up here.
I can't see it. Thank God.
Morning guys, down at Whitegum Air Park again for the Gyrocopter National event. We've got some people that have flown in from the East Coast. We've got quite a few planes and gyrocopters and bush planes to have a look at. Come along, let's see what we can find. Of course the compressor started.
Get you to come in. Just checking your doors, secure. My door's secure. Okay, so I'll just wait for temperature to come up. Just wait for 35 and then we can start taxiing and then we got to wait for 50.
Traffic guy 143, turning you downwind for runway 09.
Well, that's our oil temperature.
So whilst we're waiting for the aircraft to warm up a little bit, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
Sure, yeah, my name's Nick Bury and I run Gyrocopter Flights out here in York in Western Australia. And we provide flight training services in gyrocopters and also trial instructional flights. Yep. And here we are today at the ASRA Nationals for 2021 and all is going really well and we're having lots of fun.
Yeah, we've got some absolutely beautiful weather for the day.
That's right. Yeah.
Really couldn't be much better.
No, that's great. And as you can see, we've got plenty of aircraft coming in, all sorts, even fixed wing guys.
Oh yeah, there's a few, isn't there? How many aircraft have we got for the day so far?
I think we've got something like 13 aircraft.
Perrette's gone up with Darren in the open cockpit gyro.
Yes, you'll be having a ball up there. Altimeter set, we've got our T's and P's are all good. They're off, mags and lights are on. All the checks are good, and our doors are secure, and our harness is secure.
I'm secure.
Let's go and have some fun, eh?
Yeah, let's do it. So these aircraft have a pre-spool motor to get the main rotor turning?
As you know, the rotor blades are freewheeling, and we do have a pre-rotator system that just employs a bit of power off the engine just to get them spinning just before takeoff.
Okay.
And this allows us to spin them up to about 130 RPM.
Yep.
And then what we do is we pull our stick back, and as we pull our stick back, what it does is it lifts the rotor blades up at the front, allowing airflow to pass through the rotor blades as we put in a little bit of power and start running down the runway.
Okay, sure.
And they just increase in RPMs, and once we take off, we don't have to worry about them anymore. They'll just keep spinning.
So what sort of forward speed do we need to have to keep that main rotor?
Look, it all depends on the day, but normally you'll find we get airborne around about 45, 50 knots. And of course, it flies a little differently to a fixed wing. It's definitely a lot more versatile, and the reason I got into gyros is that it's quite resilient to turbulence, so it allowed me to do a lot more flying in much windier conditions.
Yeah, okay.
And they are definitely much more fun in winds.
Whitegum traffic gyro 1841.
Whitegum traffic, Gyrocopter 1839 entering and backtracking, runway 14 Whitegum. Well, you can see we're actually, I've started to do some pre-rotation already from here.
Yep.
And the main reason for that is really just to care for your blades. Obviously this is a little bit of a rough runway, a little bit bumpy. So rather than having the blades flopping around too, we just spin them up a little bit so they can carry their weight.
Yeah. A mixture of that lift and centrifugal force, which is flattening them out, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
yep.
That makes sense.
Whitegum traffic, Gyrocopter 1839 entering backtracking, runway 09 Whitegum.
You've always got to have some forward momentum though, don't you, to keep...
Well, you do.
Or to at least keep altitude, I suppose.
That's right, yeah. So what we're going to do, the only time we can actually keep it in a hopper is when we've got quite a bit of headwind, so we can punch into the headwind and really just adjust our throttle to keep us floating there like a seagull.
Okay.
And that's the only time that we actually can become a real helicopter.
What would that be? 15 knots, 20 knots with a headwind, or?
It depends. Sometimes with a 25 knot headwind, we can really one up. We can almost take off vertically like a helicopter. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Whitegum traffic, Gyrocopter 1839, lining up runway 09 for low-level circuits. Whitegum.
Perrette and Darren, that just flew
Yeah,
us.
traffic guy 143, turning downwind for runway 09, low level Whitegum.
So as you can see, I've started pre-rotating my sticks forward, Our rate RPM is up here, so we're watching that.
Okay.
And we're watching for 130 RPM.
Traffic wide gum, Savannah 8481, joining space for runway 09. Wide gum farm.
So 130, we put our stick back, and now we let go of the pre-rotator, so they're freewheeling.
Okay.
If we just stand here, you'll find the RPM was just decay. So with a little bit of power from the engine, we get forward movement, and we're watching for positive RPM.
Wide gum traffic, gyro 1841, low level downwind. Nick, I'll come alongside.
Yeah, that's fine, Wayne. Yeah.
They accelerate quite well.
And we've got 200, and now we can put full power. You'll feel the throttle come through, the turbo, sorry,
There
come
we
through.
go. For you guys watching,
Out to your left, Nick.
that accelerates substantially quicker than a Cessna.
Wide gum traffic, gyro 143, turning base and finals to runway 09, number 2 to Savannah, wide gum. This time I'll come out to your right hand side, Nick, if I can catch you.
Oh, Roger, Wayne, I'll slow down and I'll wait for you to come by.
Roger.
Coming alongside now. We'll do another circuit and I'll stay on your right.
Yep, got that.
Yeah, I see that.
There it is.
Wide gum traffic, gyro 143, turning downwind for runway 09, low level, wide gum.
So what's a comfortable cruise speed?
So with the gyro, we can cruise quite comfortably 70, 75 knots, even 80 knots, yeah. The V&E is 80 knots, 90 knots, I'm sorry, on this M24.
Yep.
Wide gum traffic, Gyrocopter 1839, departing the circuit, late downwind. We'll be tracking to the southeast via Bowling Alley, tracking for Green Hills, not above 2000, wide gum. So we're just going to go down, do a bit of low level flying.
Beautiful.
So we've got obviously permission for this farm owner to allow us to fly low level here.
Oh, this is awesome, isn't it?
That's pretty cool, yeah.
We're currently cruising along. We're doing, what, 70 knots? Or what, 30 foot off the ground, 50 foot off the ground?
50 foot.
Yeah.
39, your location.
I'm directly behind you, I've got you, so.
I'm on your 7 o'clock load.
At any point that we were ever to have an issue, we've got acres and acres of open space.
Definitely, most certainly. Dan, if you want to slow down, I'll just come over to your right and then I'll do a right hand bank.
So, any of these engine parameters you want to talk us through?
So sure, so obviously we've got our AGTs,
Yep.
we've got our cylinder head temperatures, we've got manifold pressure. Obviously this is a Rotax 914,
Okay.
it's basically a 912 with a turbo in it.
Okay, sure.
We've got, as I said earlier, our rotor RPMs are there, our engine RPMs, airspeed indicator, and we've got our altimeter. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple. We don't need too much in the gyro.
Basics, but it's all you need, really, isn't it?
Well, that's right, yes. I mean, this one's got the flash 9 on screen and it too, but yeah, just the basic airspeed indicator and is all you need in the gyro. We don't fly very, very fast, but that's the beauty thing about a gyro. We can fly really slow, and as you know, you can't stall a gyro, so we can fly at 0 airspeed. It just becomes a controlled descent then. Obviously, if you haven't got enough headwind, you'll just start descending. But you can't stall it or drop a wing like you can with a fixed wing.
Yeah, sure. So what are some flight manoeuvres that you would practice during a trial flight or as part of your training?
Give the controls, we hand the controls over, and we teach you some basic manoeuvres such as just flying straight and doing a bank to the left and to the right. Sounds like not much, but it's a lot of fun in the gyro.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. So throughout the training, there be certain things you work on, as in like is it obviously a fixed wing guy, is there such thing as a short landing or short takeoff or soft field takeoff and landings, stalls?
Sure, look,
Yeah.
with the gyro you can land very, very short.
Yeah.
Welcome, traffic gyro 1841 is turning downwind, 09, welcome.
But you do obviously still need some runway to take off. As you know, it takes off very much like a fixed wing aircraft.
Yeah, sure.
But there is such thing as a shorter takeoff, so there are techniques that we teach to allow you to get the aircraft off the ground a lot sooner.
Yep.
Wake up traffic, Gyrocopter 1839, we're currently overhead at 2000. We'll be doing a hover descent and then joining midfield crosswind for runway 09 on the dead side. Wake up. So as you can see, our airspeed's going all the way back to 0. You pop some power in there. And if you look outside, we're basically just sitting there.
Very much like a chopper, so that's quite cool, isn't it? So we're using a lot of the
So the
push
power
as well.
is what, yeah. So by reducing power now, we'll start to, as you can see, we're at 0 airspeed. We're
Yep.
starting to descend.
And even then, it's a very slow, controlled descent, isn't
That's right.
Welcome, traffic gyro 1833 is turning base for runway 09, welcome.
And then we just lower the nose. Welcome traffic, Gyrocopter 1839 joining midfield crosswind for runway 09, welcome. Welcome traffic, Gyrocopter 1839 turning mid downwind, runway 09, welcome. So what I'll do is I'll put the engine back into idle and show you how the gyros do glide. A lot of people don't think a gyro can glide.
it? Yeah, okay, lovely.
Welcome traffic, Gyrocopter 1839 on base and finals, simulated engine failure. So, lost the engine, we fly the aircraft. So the important thing is we need to have 55 knots, so we dip that nose down. 55 knots, and for a fixed wing pilot, it feels quite steep.
It
But the
certainly does.
important thing is to keep our 55 knots, and as you can see, I'm still in idle, and we round out, flare, 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 and down we are. And as you can see, by keeping the stick back, we can really stop the aircraft quite quickly.
Our touchdown speed there was, what, 20 knots?
That's right,
1841
yeah.
is base 09, welcome.
So very similar to an auto rotation in a chopper.
It is,
But
it's
we're,
exactly an
but we're
auto
still
rotation.
keeping that little bit of forward speed.
That's right.
Oh, look at that climb rate.
Welcome traffic, Gyrocopter 1839, turning base and finals, runway 09, full stop. Welcome.
One day soon, we got it. One day soon, one day soon.
Welcome traffic, Gyrocopter 1839. Entering and backtracking on runway 32 for hangar 3, welcome.
Flower bombs. Oh, a couple of decent hits there. It's in the realm. Yeah, so thanks for that, Nick. That
Fantastic.
was absolutely awesome. I hope a few of you guys watching thought this might be interesting. If you ever feel the chance, get in contact with these guys. I'll put the links in the comments below, and if you want to come up to Whitegum and even just trial a trial flight out, ask for Nick, and I'm sure they'll be able to point you guys in the right direction.
It'll be my pleasure.
All right, awesome.
Take
See
care.
you soon.
Bye-bye.
How was it?
Yeah, it's awesome, hey?
Yeah.
Super cool. Cool. Cheers.
Watch your head.
Yeah. So first time in the gyrocopter, what did you think?
I loved it. When are we going to buy one?
Yeah, right? Good?
It's amazing here.
Yeah, beautiful, hey?
Delicious. That's it. I have a feeling somehow that we're gonna be back here
Try and
for one reason or another.
yeah,
So
for
yeah, super